Hello everyone, good morning. This is Kiran Bakotra. Welcome to our next lecture. In our previous lecture, we discussed about the general character of fungi. It means what is the fungi and what is the main vegetative part of this cell structure, also known as the hyphae. Then hyphae converted into mycelium. Then after the completion of this thallus structure, the reproduction or occurrence into three parts: the vegetative reproduction, sexual reproduction, and asexual reproduction. Vegetative reproduction, in this they are possessed of fragmentation, fission, and budding process. Then a sexual reproduction, in this by the spore formation, and the sexual reproduction, the male and female hyphae are formation, and the zygote are formation. So in previous lecture we discussed about the whole basic character of this fungi. So let's, in our today's lecture we discuss about the classification of fungi. The many scientists they have approved of this classification of fungi, but in our syllabus we discuss about the Alexopoulos classification. So they are the remaining the short question in this. In our syllabus, which classification are derived vs. So they are the Alexopoulos classification. So first of all we discuss about some introduction basis of this classification. The Alexopoulos system of classification in 1962, C.S. Alexopoulos gave a classification of fungi in his book The Introductory Mycology. It means the scientists of the Alexopoulos, they have in 1962 in this book The Introductory Mycology, in this they are defined of this the classification of fungi. His classification of fungi called the Alexopoulos system because they are the derived. A detail of this classification, they are the based of the nature of somatic phase, the presence or absence of the sexual stage, the kind of asexual spore, and the nature of this life cycle. So they depending in this the four types, and this the Alexopoulos defined a classification. The first is the nature of somatic phase. A nature of somatic phase, it means they consist of the coinocytic mass of the highly granular protoplasm. They contain the 100 to 1000 of the nuclei and vacuole without the cell wall, but they are the delimited only by the thin plasma membrane. Means they are the what kind of this protoplasm are present in this. Your name is the somatic phase. Then the sexual stage, they are present or absent because in this some fungi they have the sexual reproduction are absent. The kind of the asexual spore, it means the which types of this spore are formation, and the nature of life cycle, it means the whole species in the life cycle, they are the nature. So there are four kind of this manner, they are according to this classification. The Alexopoulos included the all fungi under the kingdom Plantae as they have the cell wall more like this plant, but now the fungi are kept in the kingdom fungi. It means the first of all Alexopoulos, all the fungi are placed in the kingdom Plantae because the cell wall is like to the plant cell wall, but after the fungi are kept in this different kingdom, they are the kingdom fungi. So now all the fungi are placed in this kingdom fungi, not a kingdom Plantae. All the fungi are included in this division Mycota. It means the kingdom are fungi, then they are divided. The division is a Mycota, and the division Mycota is further divided into two subdivisions. The first subdivision is a Myxomycotina and second one is a Eumycotina. In this chart we discuss about the classification. So the first is the classification of fungi by the Alexopoulos. They are the kingdom fungi. Then the division is a Mycota. Then Mycota division they divide into subdivision. The first one is a Myxomycotina and the second one is a Eumycotina. Further, the subdivision divided into class. So the subdivision Myxomycotina divide into class Myxomycetes, and the Eumycotina they divided into 9 class. So the first is a Chytridiomycetes, Hypochytridiomycetes, Oomites, Plasmodiophoromites, Zygomycetes, Trichomycetes, Ascomycetes, They divided into 3 subclass: Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. So the whole the 9 classes, they are included in this Eumycotina subdivision. In this, the 1 to 6 class, the fungi is a lower fungi, and the 7 to 9 they are the higher fungi. And you can see this in this the flagella are present. So we know as the flagella, it means they are the moving portion, and they have a either whip-like flagella and either team-like flagella. There is a sign of this whip-like flagella. The whip-like flagella means the surface is a very smooth surface. In this, the no hair structure are present. But like this, they are the tensile flagella. Okay? In this, the hair structure are present. So in the Chytridiomycetes, all the gametes, they have a whip-like flagella. Then the Hypochytridiomycetes, they are identification of this, they are the tensile flagella. And Eumycetes, in this both are flagella present. Plasmodiomycetes, in this only 2 flagella, it means they are the biflagella present, but they are a whip-like structure. And the Zygomycetes, they are the general flagellas are present. So they are the characteristic of this class. So we discovered the classification of fungi, but on the basis of this classification of fungi, how to write a general classification, it means the systematic position. So we decide one species, example of this mucor. So how to write a mucor systematic position? So first of all, the kingdom are fungi, they are the by mistake, the kingdom are fungi. Then the division is a Mycota, then subdivision is a Eumycotina. Then the third class one is a Mycetes. It means they are included in this class, but they are the prefix of this Mycetes. Then the subclass are not written to compulsory. Then a order, they are the 2 remaining portions, the order and family. In this order, the prefix is a als, and the family is a prefix is a CSE. It means we write a systematic position of this mucor. So the mucor order is a mucorales. It means the mucor and the prefix is a als. So the order is a mucorales. Most of these species in this, they are the name of the species and a prefix added the als. So they are the consist of this order. Same to the family, the Aeaceae, the Mucoraceae. So they are the how to write this classification. So you remaining this, the first one is a kingdom, then a division, then subdivision, then class, then order, family, genus and species. So all the remaining steps, they are the consist of these. So we discuss about the kingdom fungi. It means the general character of fungi. In our previous lecture, we discussed about the all character of this kingdom fungi. So after the kingdom fungi, they division Mycota. So we study of the character of this division Mycota. The first is a plant body is called thallus. So in the whole structure of this division Mycota species, so is known as the thallus structure. They devoid of chlorophyll. It means the chlorophyll are absent, so they are not occurrence of photosynthetic process. They are the heterotrophs. Heterotrophs means they cannot manufacture its own food by the carbon fixation. So they are the dependent on the organic carbon material because they have no chlorophyll, so they have no make food. So they are dependent in this another organism. Then they are the eukaryotic. It means that they have a cellular present. In this, the nucleus are present and also nuclear membrane present. So they are the well developed nuclear and nuclear membrane are present. So is known as the eukaryotic. They are the spore producing organism. It means they thallus structure. They are produce a spore. So known as the spore. It means all the fungi species, they are included in this division Mycota. They have a spore producing organism. The cell wall is made up of the chitin and glucan. It means that generally the division fungi, the cell wall is made up of this polysaccharide material are the chitin and glucan. The reserve of food material are glycogen and oil. It means the storage material in this fungi, they are the glycogen and oil. So they all are character, they included in this the division Mycota. It means which fungi species they are included in this division Mycota, their characteristic like to this. The further the division Mycota, they are divided into subdivision. Namely, they are the Myxomycotina and Eumycotina. So the first division is the Myxomycotina. So the Myxomycotina is a subdivision of the division Mycotina, and they divided into include the slime mold. What is the slime mold? The slime mold is a eukaryotic organism. They cannot live freely as a single cell, but they cannot aggregate it together and to form a multicellular reproductive structure. They are no longer considered as a part of this kingdom. So after the slime mold, they are considered into the kingdom Protista. It means they are the free living single cell structure. So generally they are the thallus is a non-green because the chlorophyll are absent. The multinucleate mass of protoplasm called the plasmodium. It means in this the multinucleate mass of protoplasm. The protoplasm, it means they are the living structure, but the multinucleate, it means they are the made up of this the more nucleated structure, and they are the called the plasmodium. So the plasmodium is a unicellular eukaryotic organism, and they are the obligate parasitic. It means obligate parasitic in this insect, because they are the life cycle is the inward development of the blood feeding insect. So they are the plasmodium is a one type of insect. They are the they are the eukaryotic organism insect. They are depending on this the insect when they are the blood are feeding. Then they are the free living and single cell structure. They lack a definite cell wall because they are a free living structure. So they have a no definite cell wall. They are the diploid. It means the thallus structure have a diploid. It means that 2 and number are present chromosome. They produce a haploid spore by the meiosis. It means they produce a diploid structure, but they possess a meiosis process. It means the nuclei division. Then the spore are formation. They are the haploid. It means the half chromosome number of spores. The spore are enclosed in a fruiting body. It means in this whole structure the thallus body. So the thallus are formation of this spore, but the many spore are formation in a globular structure. So in a globular structure in this inner portion the many spore are present. So they are the spore bearing structure. It is known as the fruiting body. The fruiting body is a generally holocarpic or eucarpic. Holocarpic, it means the whole thallus converted into reproductive body. It means the thallus structure are formation, but after the spore formation, so after completion of the spore formation, the whole structure are converted into fruiting body. So known as the holocarpic. And they included in the one class are a Myxomycetes. So the Myxomycotina character like this species, and they have only one class. They are known as the Myxomycetes. The Myxomycetes class character, it means they are the true slime mold because they are the divided in the division of the Myxomycotina. In this Myxomycotina, the slime mold are included. So in this class, they are also included of this Myxomycotina. They are found in the cold, moist and sandy place. The most of these species, they are included in this class Myxomycetes. They are generally habitat in the cold. It means when the moisture are high content solution in this sandy place, because they have a no warm condition. They live on the dead, decaying and organic matter because they have a no chlorophyll present. So they are the for the nutrition mode, they are the depending on the dead, decaying material and organic matter. Okay, in this portion, they capture a organic carbonic material for the nutrition. The spore are generally half of chromosome. They are the haploid spore. The sexual reproduction is a isogamous type. Iso means similar. It means in this sexual reproduction, the male gametes and female gametes both are present. But in this, the morphological and the physiological both are character of the same for the male and female gametes. So they are known as the isogamous. They included only one order. The order is a Physaria. The example is a Physarum and Stemonids. So we discuss about the first of all the kingdom fungi, then a division Mycota, then Mycota division divided into two subclasses, the Myxomycotina and Eumycotina. First we discuss about the Myxomycotina division. Then they have only Subdivision Myxomycota, they have only one class, they are the Myxomycetes. In the Myxomycetes have a consist only one order, they are the phycellars. So the completion of this subdivision 1 is the Myxomycotina. Then we discuss about the second subdivision is a Eumycotina. All the fungi except the slime mold are included in the subdivision of Eumycotina. So in all these fungi, the included of this slime mold. So the slime mold are only placed in this Myxomycotina class. After the except all these slime mold, all the fungi are included in this Eumycotina. So the Eumycotina division are important because we are studying in our syllabus. All the fungi are included in Eumycotina. It is a heterogeneous group of fungi, means they are the different species are added in this fungi. They are characteristic, the plant body is called this thallus. So they are the vegetative main part is known as the thallus. The thallus may be unicellular or mycelium. Either the thallus is a single cell structure, so known as the unicellular or hyphae, and they are the hyphae are converted into many branch line structure in the formation of this mycelium. We know there is a structure of hyphae. In this, the cell walls are present and cross wall are present, but their hyphae is a unicellular, but they divided into branch like structure, and they are formation of this like structure. So they are known as the mycelium, and they are the multicellular. Then the mycelium is made up of hyphae, because the first of all development of this hyphae, and they are hyphae converted into mycelium, and the further after the formation of this mycelium, the whole plant body are formation. The cell wall is made up of chitin and glucan. It means the cell wall is made up of this polysaccharide material. The reserve of food material is a glycogen. In this fungi, there are most of the two sentences are common in the whole subdivision and whole class. So you can in this exam, the two characters are write down. The cell wall is made up of chitin and glucan, and the reserve of food material is a glycogen. They are the holocarpic and eucarpic. So the holocarpic, it is known as the whole thallus are converted in this fruiting body, and but in a eucarpic, it means the part of this thallus that develop into fruiting body. It means the some vegetative part or some reproductive part, either vegetative or either reproductive part are developed into eucarpic. So there are the difference between the holo and eucarpic cell. The whole structure converted into reproducting, then known as the holocarpic, and the either the vegetative or either the reproductive part, they are converted into fruiting body, they are the known as the eucarpic. The reproduction takes place by the asexual method and sexual method. So they are the character of this Eumycotina class. The Eumycotina class, in a previous lecture we discussed about the Myxomycotina. So the Myxomycotina are only divided into one class, but now the Eumycotina divided into 9 class. The first is a Chytridiomycetes, second one is a Hypochytridiomycetes, third Plasmodiophoramycetes, fourth Oomycetes, fifth Trichomycetes, sixth Zygomycetes, seventh Ascomycetes, 8 Basidiomycetes, and the 9 Deuteromycetes. So the 9 classes are included in the Eumycotina, but it's a very important classes. It is the Zygomycetes and Ascomycetes, because in our syllabus the fungi species they are added in this class of the Zygomycetes and Ascomycetes. So we discussion about the Eumycotina character. After the first class is a Chytridiomycetes. The character of this Chytridiomycetes are the production of the uniflagellate zoospore. It means in this the flagella are present. So the flagella are help in the moving of the male gametes to reaching into female gametes. So they are the production of this flagella are unisex. It means the single flagellar formation, and the spore is known as the zoospore. It means that after the asexual reproduction, the formation of this spore in this Chytridiomycetes class, they are known as the zoospore. The flagella is a whiplash type. It means the uniflagella is a whiplash type. It means the surface is a smooth surface. No hairy structure are present. They are mostly occurrence in aquatic or terrestrial or living as a parasite. Most of these fungi, they are the aquatic, means they are the formation in this water, then terrestrial means in the land, and they are the living as a parasitic because they are the dependent on another. The thallus is a unicellular and mycelium. It means the first of all hyphae, they are the unicellular, then converted into mycelium. And the mycelium is a multinucleate. So the mycelium is a multinucleate. It known as the coinomacytic. We discussed about in our previous general character lecture. So the mycelium is a two type, the coinocytic and it means the accepted and septate mycelium. The chief component of the cell wall is made up of chitin. It means the cell wall is made up of chitin. The rhizoid are present in the advanced species. It means in most of these fungi, the rhizoid are not present. But the advanced species, in this, they are the some species. In this, the rhizoid are present. Then, asexual reproduction takes place by the sporangium or spore. So, in this Chytridiomycetes class, all the fungi, they are formation of spore. So, their spore is known as the sporangium or zoospore. The sexual reproduction takes place by the two methods, the planogametic copulation or gametangial copulation. Planogametic copulation, it means they are the either the isogamous and anisogamy and oogamous type. And the gametangial copulation, it means the plus strand and minus strand. So the both are plus and minus strand hyphae, they are the copulation, they known as the gametangial copulation. And the class is a Chytridiomycetes. They are further divided into three orders. The order 1 is the Chytridiales, the second order is a Blastocladiales, and the third order is a Monoblepharidales. So they are the characteristic of this Chytridiomycetes class. Then the second class is a Hypochytridiomycetes. The Hypochytridiomycetes is the second group of fungi. They included in the subdivision of Myxomycotina. The characteristic of this Hypochytridiomycetes class, so they are the also same to the Chytridiomycetes. They are the habitat is aquatic or parasitic. The plant body is known as the thalloid or thallus. It means because their structure is like the thallus, so the name is the thalloid. The cell wall contain a chitin or chitin with cellulose. It means the cell wall is generally made up of chitin, but sometimes the chitin in this the cellulose also mixture of this. At the time of the reproduction, the thallus is converted into sporangia or the resting spore. It means they are the holocarpic structure because at the time of reproduction, the thallus converted into fruiting body. So the fruiting body is known as the sporangium. The zoospore bear a single entire and tinsel flagella. We already know the first class is the Chytridiomycetes. In this, the zoospore are present and they are also same to the single and entire flagella. But in this, they are the whiplash flagella. It means the surface is smooth. But in this Hypochytridiomycetes, they have only single and entire. It means the external position of this. But the zoospore is a tinsel flagella. It means in this surface of the flagella, the hair structure are present. The sexual reproduction is isogamous. It means the male and female, both these, they are the one is a, the both are gametes. They are the morphological and physiological, the structure are same. And the thallus is a may or may not bear the rhizoid. It's the same to the Chytridiomycetes. Some advanced species, they have only rhizoid are present. In the Hypochytridiomycetes, they have only one order, the Hypochytridiales. The example is the Alexopoulos. So, in our today's lecture, we discuss about the first of all. In previous lecture, we discuss about the kingdom fungi, and today's lecture we discuss about the first of all the character of the division Mycota. In case the which type of fungi they are included in this the division Mycota. Then the division Mycota divided into subdivision 2. The first one is a Myxomycotina and second one is a Eumycotina. Then further the Myxomycotina divided into one class, the Myxomycetes, and after the Eumycotina they divided into 9 class. So in this we only discuss about the two class, the Chytridiomycetes and Hypochytridiomycetes. So In our next lecture, we discuss about the remaining of these 8 classes. Thank you.